Hey yo, this is Dash, and this is your opportunity to ask me anything you want to. Well, almost anything. If you guys don't know, if you weren't around for last year, during the month of December, when barbecue views are down, we gotta do something to help get those views back up. That being said, what I'm gonna do for the month of December is you guys get to ask me almost anything. So all you have to do is leave a comment down below, ask me your question, and I hopefully will get to respond to it in the form of a video. So don't be bashful. It really won't take more than about half the month to hopefully get enough questions for me to answer and do a video every single day. I really would like for you to ask me a question down in the comments below. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope to answer your question soon.
All right, so I am back at it, and I'm pretty sure I'm doing well enough with the numbers and the episodes, and we are on episode 16. Can you imagine day 16 or episode 16 of the Ask Dash December? So thank you guys so very much for asking your questions. If you haven't already asked a question, feel free. I still have probably almost 10 spots that I can still fill, and ask your questions down below. So this next question comes from us from Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue. He says, "Dear Ask Dash, personally, do you think it's a sin to cook beef over 145 degrees? He said brisket, etc. not included." Well, those people who like to eat steaks like past like a mid-rare, I mean, I'll be honest, I used to do that. I used to have my steaks in medium well, and then as I got older and as my tastes changed and I learned and I was educated, I did differently. But you know what, Kent, I tell you, sometimes people were raised differently and they just don't know any better. So sometimes that's when you hear somebody ask for a well done steak or something like that, you just kind of think to yourself, bless their heart. Like really, yeah. And the second part to this or this episode is coming from Scout87 in German. Hey Dash, how important is it to have consistent or constant temperature in the smoker? In my case, I have often temperature spikes, but they don't seem to have an effect on my meat. What's your experience? So my experience, and I actually did a video talking about fire management or using wood in a smoker and fire management. That's how a lot of you guys found my channel, when I was talking about that fire management, or that because of that fire management video. And in that video, I told you that fires are not going to go like this. They're going to go like this, and then they're going to come like this. They're going to ebb and flow. Now the thing is, the key to me is you make sure that you keep your fire within a range. I try to keep my fires between 225 degrees and 275 degrees. That's my sweet spot, aiming for 250 degrees. Most of my cooks, I aim for 250 degrees. There are some times when I'll aim for 300 degrees, per se, if I'm doing a turkey or if I'm doing some chicken or if I need to cook something a little bit faster. Now that 250 degrees is where I'm going to be cooking the food while I have it, naked, before I wrap everything up. Once I wrap things up, I will ramp the heat up, because once the meat, it was almost the feet. Once the meat has the smoke on it, it doesn't care how it gets heated, and it doesn't really care how fast it gets heated. You just have to get it to that finishing temperature, that finishing doneness, and that's about it. So to me, you can cook very low and slow, or you can cook, moderately, like medium, or you can cook a little bit higher. The difference is going to be in kind of a little bit of the smoke flavor. Sometimes if you cook things a little too fast, you're not going to get nearly as much smoke flavor. but I try to shoot for that. And if it goes up 25 degrees and if it goes down 25 degrees from 250, I'm okay with that. Just as long as they're not sweeping to go from 200 degrees to 400 degrees and then back down to 150 degrees, and these are all Fahrenheit. So you just have to be mindful that the fire is typically or probably not going to stay at a steady temperature unless you have some sort of insulated firebox or some sort of temperature controller or something like that. So don't be alarmed, don't be too worried when and or if your heat, it ebbs and flows. It's not the end of the world.